Okay, so this is my March update for my reading. I originally had no planned readathon, as any of the readathons I was looking at that were taking place in March, none of them really caught my attention to either work for my time schedule or were something I was interested in participating in. Until Zoe by ReadbyZoe announced her readathon, which is on March 30th. She is hosting a 24-hour readathon on starting March 30th. I'm going to put the link to her video below, just because she has all the information and everything. Then the next readathon that I plan is actually right the next weekend. I believe it's April 6th. It's the first Saturday of April. That is already chosen. That's Dewey's 24-hour readathon. I participate in Dewey's at least once a year. I try for both times if possible. But so yeah, basically I'm rambling a little bit, but I compiled one big TBR for those two readathons. For where I am in March for my reading, I did put down a quart of Broken Knives as part of my big book challenge. It is a book that I will definitely be continuing on through, but with its writing style, I think to be able to actually finish the book and enjoy it and not just DNF it and not finish it, or I should say DNF it and not finish it, I'm going to have to read it in much smaller chunks over a longer period of time than 1 month is going to give me. So I think that one is going to be an ongoing book I'm going to have to work on. I did finish The Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. That book was not really what I was expecting when I first picked it up. I was expecting something a lot different than what it was, and I really enjoyed where it went, so I'm going to probably have to go look for the sequel for that one another time. I'm on a little bit of a book buying. I'm not allowed to until I finish off some of my bookshelves, but anyway, into the TBR for the two readathons. And again, links for the readathons will be below. Oh, right. Because I didn't do the quart of Broken Knives, I did redraw from my big book stash, and the winner was The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. You'll have to excuse me, I'm still getting used to this new camera framing. But The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. And I should actually have that finished by the end of the month, even though I started it a little bit later, because I have been binge reading it. It's, again, not really what I was expecting when I picked it up, so it's been entertaining so far. Okay, definitely into the TBR for the two readathons now that I'm done rambling about that stuff. First off, I have two books. Both of these books I've picked up a few times, and then ended up putting them down. They intrigued me enough that I thought I would try them on a readathon to see if I can get through them. If I still can't catch my interest, then I'm probably going to end up just DNFing both of them. But for now, I do plan to hopefully get through them on either Zoe's readathon or in Dewey's readathon. Basically, the big pile is whatever I don't get finished in one, I'll just carry on to another, because it's 2 weekends back to back. This one here by Mindy McGinnis, Given to the Sea, which is a YA fantasy. This one is an adult fantasy, Waking Land by Callie Bates. And those are the only two on my bookshelf that I've kind of struggled with in the last few months, that I figure maybe in a readathon I can get through them. And then the rest of these are ones that I've been excited for and not really sure why I haven't picked up before now, but I thought now's a good time as any. I'm actually feeling like reading, so why not get through them. Sea of Rust by C. Robert Cargill. That is a adult sci-fi. The Death of Mrs. Westaway. This is too big of a book for my camera. By Ruth Ware. That is, from my understanding, a adult mystery or thriller. I'm not sure if it's a mystery or a thriller. Might be a mix of both. And then another adult fantasy. I'm starting to get into a few more of my adult books as they've been piling up on my shelves because I've only been reading YA the last year or so. This one is The Fire Sermon by, I believe it's pronounced Francesca Haig. I may be mispronouncing that first name. Actually, I may be butchering that whole name, but I do believe it is Francesca Haig. And then, again, more YA, another fantasy. This one is Roar by Cora Carmack. And then I have Spindlefire by Lexa Hillier. I think you say that, Hillier. The Book Jumper. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. I would say Mathilde Glacier, but I'm not really sure. I'll see if I can get it in the camera angle so you can see the spelling. So yeah, that's the author right there. If anyone knows how that's pronounced, please let me know in the comments, because I'd like to definitely make sure I'm pronouncing that right. And then Grace and Fury by Tracy Banghart. I don't actually know what this one was about. This one was recommended to me by an employee at my local bookstore, which is Cole's the Book People, whose opinion I really trust. She read it. We have similar reading tastes. She thought it was pretty good. She didn't really tell me a whole lot about it. She just said that she enjoyed it and it was on sale, so I thought I'd pick it up. And so yeah, that's where we are for March. That's the TBR for the readathon for March, as well as the readathon for Dewey's in the first weekend of April. And that's it for now. Bye-bye.